So Leifer was charged with 74 counts of sexual abuse and rape. And I know that she has several victims, including myself. I personally know around 8, and there could be up to 15. She used our naivety about the situation and our complete lack of sexual knowledge or anything, and abused that with the power that she had as the principal of the school. She was extremely respected within the school and within the community. So everybody looked up to her. The community loved her commitment to the students, and she was the principal. She basically ran every aspect of the school and our education. Everybody answered to her. All the teachers looked up and respected her. So the Dassi community is a small community made up of about 200 to 250 families. It's a very ultra-Orthodox, exclusive, insular community that don't mix at all with the other wider Jewish communities. So there's no TV, no internet, no radio, no newspapers, no newsletters, nothing that can basically bring influence in from the outside world into the community. During the time that Leifer was sexually abusing me, I had no understanding of what was happening. There was no education about sex in the school. My understanding of sex as a 16, 17, 18-year-old was that of a 4 or 5-year-old. I gave my police statement regarding Leifer when my daughter was about a year old. I was in a psychiatric hospital and I had the support from the nurses there, and for the first time I was mixing with other mums that were outside of the community. I had never actually mixed with anyone outside of the community before that, so the support of the staff there gave me the courage to go forward and give my police statement. And with that I knew that there was really no place in the community for me anymore, because my actions in refusing to remain silent was something that would be seen as a strike against my reputation. So I left the community. So about 8 months ago, I started a campaign to bring awareness to the fact that she continues to avoid extradition courts in Israel and is absolutely living a completely unrestricted life in a community that is an ultra-Orthodox community like the one I grew up in. So they're very naive about these issues and are unaware about who she is. So I started a campaign to try and get some justice, but also to bring awareness to this issue in Israel so that she doesn't have a chance to reoffend again. I flew to Israel with my 2 sisters, and we basically met with everyone we could there. Politicians, Jewish organizations, rape crisis centers, basically everyone that we felt could have could either help with the campaign or could raise awareness about who Leifer is in Israel. And I feel that we did everything we can, and I feel that we were successful in that way. She is claiming mental illness in order to avoid the courts. The next psychiatric panel is coming up in January, and I'm hoping to see that the psychiatric panel will decide that this cannot continue like this, just the 6 monthly reviews. Something needs to change. I think one of the main things I've always wanted to ask her is why, but I don't think there's really any answer to that question. So I'm just looking forward to facing her in court one day. I'm hoping to take my experiences in life, but also particularly in the past 8 months, and use them in some way to give back to the community. It's been absolutely amazing in some ways, and in some ways really difficult. But I think, I'm quite proud of myself to where I've got to, especially because where I've come from.